Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Welcome everybody. On the gold market, as you can see, situation barely has changed. This market stands in the situation where, as we have discussed yesterday, it probably would like to continue move higher, but it can't, since there is no supportive bullish power as right now exists. The sources of the purchases right now are almost fueled totally, because the net speculative position stands at the top and the absolute high. That's why, as we said, nobody sell right now mostly, but there are no traders who could buy more, could purchase more gold, and to push gold market higher. That's why right now, as I said yesterday, that gold needs some catalyst that could trigger the action in one or other direction. So you could see that market, although it stands at above the major support area at 1255, 1260, it has made some attempt to continue move higher, but every time it was stopped and can't support this upward rally. Still, it's not time yet to speak about the total capitulation that gold just starting to drop, because the major events stands still ahead. So they will come in the June, and probably speculators and overall speculation around the Brexit, around June possible rate hiking will become the hotter and hotter while we're start to approach to this date, this 23rd of the June, and the Brexit, and the 1 week before this will become the week where Fed will make the decision on the rate. This speculative already has started. So as you know, yesterday some authorities from the Fed authorities who made the statement that probably Fed will take 2, maybe even 3 rate hiking in the current year. As a result, the Fed fund futures that shows the probability of the rate hiking has jumped up and shows right now 80% probabilities rate hike until December. So that's the yield on the 2-year bonds, United States Treasuries 2-year bonds, also has raised significantly. Data released yesterday was also supportive for the rate hike, and that has pressed right now, is pressing on the gold market and doesn't let it to show upward action. Still, we see that the SPDR fund positions also is rising, and the Saras fund also has bought more than the 1 million shares of the SPDR fund. So this also tells something. That's not. It tells that it's too early to speak about the possible stop of the upward action, and we still think, until market stands here, we still think that really chance exists on the 1330 final leg up before the real retracement on the gold market will start. On the 4-hour time frame chart, guys, it's difficult to advise you something. But you can see that the upward action currently is mostly housed, so you can see this drop lower. Multiple grabbers have appeared. That tells that market could drop today a bit lower, so maybe it could return right back down to the 1260 area. And in the short-term perspective, we see that even if you'll take a look at the hourly chart, if even some kind of the butterfly could appear, so because as we talked yesterday, as you can see, market has failed to pass through the weekly period resistance one. It tells us that this is just a retracement up, not the new trend, but just a retracement. Right now it's dropping below the weekly pivot point. It's the next logical destination, the weekly pivot support one. So that's why we think that it really could happen that market will retest this bottom, so around 1260 area. It could return right back down to the major support, could retest it, and maybe after that it will start move up, because as we said, until market holds above 1260, the chances on upward continuation on the final leg exist. That's why mostly we could describe this behavior as indecision. So some kind of the assessment by the investors of the current situation. So this is the thinking process of the investors. They would like to understand what's really going on, how to treat recent statement, how to treat recent data, what to do, whether it's time to close the longs or maybe it's time to hold it a bit more. Maybe even some traders think about taking the long position, increase the stake here, because everybody knows about the Brexit, everybody knows in the June statement by the Fed. That's why they also expect some greater volatility on the market. That's why this lets market to hold above the 1260. That's our position as well. So here currently we could repeat on the same things that we talked yesterday. So until market holds above this top, above the constant support, chances on upward continuation will exist, and we think that the major events and still stand ahead that really could push gold market higher. So speculation around the Brexit, about the risks that will make the situation around the gold market hotter, still stands ahead. It's the same as the speculation around the rate hiking. So before rate hike, we still will get the non-farm payrolls in June. We will get some more data till the mid of the June. So everything could happen here. It's a whole month stands ahead. That's why we think that's not done yet with the possible upward potential here. So gold market still holds, keeps the intrigue around this situation. That's why all that we could do is just to wait, because on the daily chart we will not take the short position until market will not reach 1330 area, or until it will show the clear signs of the starting deep retracement. Only in this case we maybe will try to take the short. Currently also, guys, we already have the longs position. I do not see any reasons right now to increase them. So if you remember, we have taken position based on this double repo pattern, although it has been completed already, but market hasn't taken on these lows. And if you have the long position that's protected by the break-even stop, you still could keep it, because nobody knows what will happen and what new issues, not new factors, will appear on the market that could really change the situation and return back gold to the upward action. It really could happen. So let's just keep watching, because here, guys, we mostly need some our reaching of our markings, our ultimate levels, either clear downward breakout or completion of the 1330 target. That's where we will make our decision. Until this will happen, it probably will be some range trading, some range ping pong action. That's why it's not really very attractive, at least from the daily trading perspective. From the intraday charts, maybe we will get some other patterns that could be traded, but right now I don't see any.